Hello and happy gaming, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and you all know what it's time for now. Time to question where yesterday's second video was? Yes. But on top of that, it's Mystery Box Day. So, for those who don't know the rules to the Mystery Box game, I am going to take the Mystery Box, otherwise known as the Curious Relic Cube, all the way up to floor 3-1, and we're going to drop it there and see what we get. There should be 5 relics popping out of this box, and if you can guess at least 2 of the things that pop out of this box before I drop it, I might add, then I will allow you to pick the next theme that I run, which will likely be run on Thursday because I already have something in mind for tomorrow. So, by all means, let me know what your thought process is. Feel free to let me know what your guesses are, either on my Discord or just here in the comments. I will see it either way. Now let's let's now discuss the actual build I have going on. Today I wanted to take a shot at the Fury Robe to really focus on a strong signature. So in that regard, we have Bouncing Blaze, we have Piercing Void to act as just good damage and area denial, which I'm thinking about turning that into Distortion Beam, but I kind of want to run Piercing Void just because I don't run it very often. I am thinking I'm going to change to Distortion Beam though, just because that builds your signature faster. And then as my signature, I've got an Aqua Breaker. No, sound good? Alright, let's do this. So because I'm looking for things that are going to build my signature quickly, one of the things I would like to start with would be, or not start with, but I would like to find would be something that's just gonna do good single hit damage. Where are you willing to let me start? Thundering Keep? Don't care. Alright, Wind, Fire, and there's Thunder at rank 3. Alright. So remember, 3-1 is where we drop the mystery box, and we will see what we get there. I also do have, those of you who have been paying attention to my Discord are going to be fully aware of the idea that I already have the next poll up, and I wanted to go for a slightly different theme this time around. So, one of my very... Oh no you don't. Yeah, that's what you get. How dare you think you can evading Zephyr my attacks. Smooth. Oh, you're just in a world of hurt now, aren't you, buddy? Yeah! That's what you get. Okay, I very much like the idea of Roxel's Pendulum, and I like the idea of Cushion Flip-Flops even more. But I want to see what Iris is selling before I drop a bunch of money here. Saw that painting of Juno there. Don't worry, we'll be seeing you soon enough. But one of my very friendly viewers left a theme run not too long ago that I just haven't had a chance to do anything with. So I figured I would use it for the poll, but I didn't just want to make it obvious. Those of you who have been reading through my Discord know that I was left a very interesting and kind of alluded to it not too long ago, Scorpion build. Now, I could have just thrown it out there randomly, but seeing as I like to do character-specific theme runs as part of my poll options, I figured I would save it and use it in one of my upcoming polls. And the reason why... So it's been a couple of weeks, and the reason why I saved it for so long is because I already had the other 2 polls already planned out. so I waited until this one to use it. Now, the other question that would come up when you're talking about something like that is, well, who do you put opposite Scorpion on a character poll? The obvious answer was Sub-Zero because, you know, it's one Mortal Kombat ninja versus another. It has been since the beginning of Mortal Kombat lore. So I don't know why I'm not charging up Aqua Breaker. It's not like I don't have time to do it. Those guys are slow. But no, do we just do the obvious and have it be Sub-Zero versus Scorpion like it almost always is when you're talking about that? Now, I had thought about that and decided, no, that's not only too obvious, but also kind of lacking in creativity, so I decided to think about it a little bit more. Okay, what are Scorpion's attributes? Well, he is a ninja. So some of my other thoughts were a ninja theme. Do I put him up against, well, Sub-Zero again? And immediately I said, no, you big twat. Alright, so no Sub-Zero, but if I do the ninja theme, who else can I put him up against? Ryu Hayabusa? That would have been interesting. But there are other options to go up against Ryu Hayabusa as well. So no Ryu Hayabusa, just because it just felt a little too obvious. Okay, what about another Mortal Kombat ninja? Well, I figure if I'm going to do a Mortal Kombat theme, I'm going to want to use different Mortal Kombat characters, because I don't want everything to be so bloody obvious. Yeah, I want the Stalwart Defenders. Let's come back here. I think the build is going to work best with cushion flip-flops, I think. So, another ninja that came to mind was Goemon from Goemon's Great Adventure, and then I thought about that, and it's like, yes, that's entirely awesome and fun and creative, but I get the feeling not many people are going to know who Goemon even is. I don't really want to lower the knockback of my Arcana. Part of the fun of this is making the enemy fall into pits. Hold on, I just realized. There you go, sound off on my phone. Right as I got a fucking email, so perfect. Then another set of ninjas came to mind. Then I started thinking, not necessarily obscure, but maybe a little bit too bouncy. Is that the right word? And you guys look up some pictures of Katsuragi from Senran Kagura and tell me what the right word is. No, in the long run, I ended up going with an undead warrior theme. But who would make the best undead warrior to put on the opposite end of Scorpion? And again, we've got a lot of different options, including some that I only just now thought about on my own. But there were some options that I ruled out. I ruled out Dracula, because even though it does work, he's more of an undead mage. But more so than that, I just didn't want it to be too often. I didn't want it to be... Again, that just seemed obvious. I wanted to do something a little bit more creative than that. So I started looking into other undead warriors, some of which I'm only just now remembering were even undead to begin with. I ruled out Alucard from the Castlevania series, because he's half vampire, which means he's not necessarily undead. But if y'all would have still counted that, that would have been an interesting match. But in the long run, I decided to stretch a little bit. And who else counts as undead? Well, it's iffy because technically it was not just one person, but a bunch of people. But I decided to go with the idea of Frankenstein's monster. The creature seemed like a very interesting one to roll with, and that's a... Pardon me. That's a theme run I can get behind, because that's not just Castlevania lore I can draw upon. That's also... Pardon me, guys. There's also the novelizations I can draw from, movie adaptations, popular fiction that have used Frankenstein's monster and misnamed him Frankenstein because, frankly, there's a lot of stupid people out there. I just felt I had more options to get creative by using Frankenstein's monster than I would do with just about anything else. So I decided, yes, we're going to do Scorpion versus the creature. And yes, it does seem like an awkward matchup, especially considering that one, the creature isn't... I mean, he's undead, but I mean, he only ever had one life as what he became. So it's hard to call him undead. At the same time, he is comprised of the deceased parts of many different people. So technically he's undead? That's one that you just kind of have to take on technicality and understand that, yeah, even though he's only had one life as the creature, he's still undead. It's still bits and pieces of other dead guys that went together to make the creature. I think I'm going to Sidewinder's badge. So it might have been a bit of a stretch, but to me, it still counted. Oops. I thought he'd still be alive. So that's the thought process that went into creating this week's poll. Hopefully you guys find it to be a very interesting topic. I had a little bit of fun researching that, seeing all the different characters that technically count as undead. Other options that I had thought about were Vampire Hunter D, but I mean, under the same ruling that I didn't use Alucard, it was the same thing with Vampire Hunter D because I mean, essentially it's the same character. And along with the same restriction of he's not necessarily a vampire, he's a Dungeon, which means half vampire, which means he had to have been born, which subsequently means not necessarily undead. Looking into anime, there's all sorts of undead warriors there, but my knowledge of anime characters is a little limited, so apologies if I missed some of your favorites, but there's a lot of anime out there, and unfortunately I wasn't able to look into all of them, but one that I just remembered was Yu Yu Hakusho. He's by all rights undead, but I'm not sure that's quite interesting enough. Depending on your feelings on characters being resurrected, you could always say that like Goku or Vegeta were undead, but I personally don't count that because they were resurrected, not brought back in a state of false life. Oh, you bastard. Yeah, use this to walk over pigs, why not? Or from the anime Hellsing, I could have chosen Ceres Victoria. She's by all rights a vampire. But under the same guise that like any Call of Duty soldier would be a little boring, would it really be worth it to put her in a theme run, considering that her skill set is basically that of a, you know, high level police officer essentially? Oops, a flight rate. I'll grab that. So, she's not allowing me to upgrade any of my starting gear, but she is giving me interesting other options. We'll take twin turbines, but I'm kind of wondering why I'm not being allowed to upgrade Bouncing Blaze. I don't know, maybe I should take a different signature, or not signature, basic if I see it. You got anything interesting for me? That's a big no. And I even went so far as to think, well, maybe Dry Bowser counts? And yeah, he's a skeleton, of course, but again, I'm not sure if that really counts, because I mean, it's not like Dry Bowser exists in Bowser's place, he's just kind of there. So, I don't know what to make of Dry Bowser. At least as far as this particular subset of undead warrior characters is concerned. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Maybe there's a more interesting choice that I missed. But yeah, that's the poll this week, is Scorpion versus the creature. I will have a link for that in the description below, and it's already up on my Discord, so oh! Thank you, pushing flip-flops. Hey, can you guys just go away now instead of continually throwing lame-ass decoys at me? Oops. Missed input. There we go. So, in other news, I will now explain why I only put up one video yesterday. And that is because, well, I actually do have a second video that's working on uploading right now, but for some reason, YouTube is taking forever to actually upload it. It's that stupid processing HD version thing. I had actually left it going throughout the night while I was sleeping, but for some reason it's still going, or it was when I woke up. So I figured, okay, I'll just essentially re-upload it, and that should hopefully bypass the problem, and I'll have it up in maybe an hour or two. Yeah, it's still processing the HD version, so I may just have to clip that one on the head and just upload the standard def version by itself, because it seems like YouTube doesn't want to do the high def version of this one. And I get the feeling that part of that is because, for whatever reason, as I was editing together the video that I'm attempting to upload here, okay, I keep thinking that... Hold on, I'm just going to switch these two around because I keep thinking Twin Turbines is on L. There. I think we're okay now. So, but yeah, I had run into a bit of a sound balance issue with my most recent upload. So I get the feeling that something just went wrong with the exporting process from my editing software, which one is making me think I need new editing software, but two is making me think that that's why YouTube is having such a problem with the HD version, is because it's just plain old being dumb. So alongside me thinking that I probably just need a different editing software, I'm probably also going to have to just upload it as it exists, because like I said, the standard def version is done, but the high def version doesn't seem to want to ever finish uploading because apparently YouTube and the universe in general just hate me. So I'm probably just going to... Okay, what do we have here? I don't need that much money. I don't want to deal less damage. Knockback's a thing I want. No. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, smooth. By the way, I did see Anders' shop over here. Let's see what... Hello, Fiery Paintbrush. Don't mind if I do. And we'll also take Calcifying Bone Mail. We've got a couple of good things for reducing damage now, and I'm plenty happy to have them. And Fiery Paintbrush is going to be a, at the very least, semi-reliable source of DPS improvement. And yeah, it's only going to boost 19% of the spells that I cast, but that's still 19% of my spells doing double damage, and you know, I think I like it. Also, she must really hate me because she doesn't want me to have upgraded Bouncing Blaze. Hello, Singing Bowl. Certainly not unhappy with that. Basically just get an auto-critical just for waiting a little bit? I think I can handle that. And to be fair, I've got plenty of long-range control anyway, so it's not like I'm actually hurting if I don't get the upgraded Bouncing Blaze. I want it. Smooth. Okay, can you fuckers go away? God damn it. I still think that. There. His flunkies get frustrating. Now I forgot what I was talking about. God damn it. I feel as I'm getting older, my brain's slowly just turning into jello. Perfect! Alright, 3 cycle, not bad. Not as impressive as if I had managed to get a 1 cycle, but hey, I don't have Dice of the Nemesis, it's probably not going to happen. Alright. Oh hey, look who it is. Do I have anything that I want to sell you? Not really. Hey, cushion flip-flops are doing me a world of good right now. Stalwart defenders. So good. Can't believe I just missed that spell for so long. Oh, hello, Amulet of Sundering. Yes, please. And I may be back for Mercury Sandals as well, depending on whether or not I get anything good from Iris. There are a number of things that Iris could sell that I would be very much looking forward to taking. For example, if we get a decent long-range Earth-based attack, like say she just happens to be selling Knockout Boulder, that would be great for... Rock Solid Tomahawk, huh? Well, it'd be decent for the boss fight. But again, why can't I find the upgraded Bouncing Blaze? What's going on here, woman? Alright. Narrow bridges don't faze me. And because I have cushion flip-flops, neither do you little buzzsaw assholes. There we go. Yes, yes, that's right. Just line yourselves up with the pit. I can appreciate that. Alright. One more direction I haven't gone, then we'll do the boss, then we'll do the mystery box opening. And no, it's nothing like a loot box, you see, because you're not having to pay for it. But randomized contents, you got me there. Thank you, chess knights. Alright, so let's go out into this open room over here to drop the mystery box. Alright, if you guys haven't already gotten your guesses in, this is the time to do it. We have five potential drops, 5 guesses. Remember, if you get 2 of them right, then I will let you decide the theme run for Thursday. So here we go, dropping mystery box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mystery box! Alright, so if there were any guesses for, what is this? Conqueror's Helmet, Jumper Cables, Regenerative Inkwell, Insulated Vest, or Assassin's Blade. If you got any combination of those 2, then you are winner. Now let's come back here and buy the sandals. Alright, and we've got ourselves a full suite of relics. About the only things I'm thinking I would get rid of at this point would be Conqueror's Helmet or the Supply Crate, but even this, you're gonna have to drop something pretty. I guess I could also get rid of Hummingbird Feather. That's not awesome. But having the Singing Bowl and the Assassin's Blade is just plain great. There we go, look at that. Deafening Cymbals. Probably not the greatest thing in the world, but probably more useful than Hummingbird Feather. So there we go. Hey, sometimes just having a relic that's useful for a little bit is a big help. Chestnuts! Beautiful. Yeah, this run's going pretty well, and I'm usually pretty pleased when I pick up the Fury Robe. And it's not just a general stat boost. I'm aware of that, but I'm almost never disappointed when I pick it up. I have yet to decide whether or not I'm going to pay for Seville services. I think that depends highly on what's in the other shops. Well, there's nothing here. Well, that's not true. Hold on. There we go. Evening gloves. There, being able to combo just by holding the button and getting a bonus to my signature charge all the time. Yeah. No, Evening Gloves went from one of those relics that I would never take because it would lock you into your combo animation just by tapping the Y button, to something that I would almost always take just because it's been made so much better with the updates and the patches. So, completely fine finding Evening Gloves. Which also means I no longer need the supply crate because I pretty much have everything I need. Alright, so there's a little bit over here which may or may not be worth checking, but I'm guessing Iris is over here because I haven't found her yet. She really does not want to give me the Bouncing Blaze upgrade. She's like, no, I'm sorry, you've had that too often, and I think you're having just a little bit too much fun with it. Oh, we just saw Fiery Paintbrush activate on a signature cast. You know what that means? Someone done die. Someone gonna die now. Don't listen to me. I don't know how to speak. Alright, so now let's exchange. Actually, let's do it like that. Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me. didn't used to know how to dodge that attack, so... Alright, well, that was worth it. So glad I changed up my Arcana for that. Alright, let's switch them on back. It's alright, just having the option is generally worth it. Especially if you've got a pretty good idea of what you're going up against. Perfect. No one likes you archer types. Jerks. You're jerks and you haven't washed your cloak, so you smell funny. If I'm not mistaken, it smells like stale 3-week-old Cheetos. Hey, I don't make fun of your diet. Yeah, baby. Soak it on down. Right. Oh, she finally sells the upgrade to Bouncing Blaze. Okay, that's nice. Except, no, now I don't want it. You done fucked up, lady. Now I want Bouncing Bubble. Come on, Iris. Know your clientele. Alright, so also say goodbye to the horsies. They've been very good to me throughout this run. It's not like I'm doing it just to piss them off. But now we need to move on to things that are a little bit more effective in this particular fight, such as bubbles that go bouncy wounds. Oh yeah, baby. Had just a depth dodge that entire attack. Those of you who've played Monster Hunter Generations know what I'm talking about. Oh no. Alright, phase 2. Oh, that was dumb. 1, 2, 3. God damn, that hurts! Look at that, almost 50% of my health bar! Christ, who do you think you are? I know who I think I am. Idiot. Smooth. Just got comboed down there. But thanks to cushion flip-flops, not for very much damage. So there's a good synergy. Fury Rope with cushion flip-flops. You'll almost always have some shielding because you're getting more signature bars for your hits than normal. 20% more to be precise. Well, there you go. There's a good mystery box episode. Hopefully someone managed to guess at least one of them. I'm thinking also about changing up my criteria a bit, because a few times someone has managed to guess 1, but almost never do they has anyone gotten 2, so Maybe for guessing one, I'll let you decide either the relic, one of the I'll let you decide my starting relic or one of my starting arcana. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. There's got to be some ways to make that a little bit more fun, because right now it just almost feels like a gotcha, and I don't want it to feel like a gotcha. I want it to be fun. So I want it to be something that we look forward to seeing in the week. Is, oh, mystery box. Maybe we'll get something really interesting this time. Maybe I'll get to make him start with an arcana that he absolutely hates, and by now I'm sure all of you are thinking of the same one. I see you. I see you. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for spending some of your hard-earned free time with me. I really do appreciate that. Drop me a like, leave me a comment, say hello on social media, drop by my Discord, and hey, check out that poll. Let me know which theme run you're more interested in. And I will see you guys in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Walker. I will be seeing you